High school football right around the corner. Our first Wendy's Friday Night Blitz, September 9th, 11:15 on WPRI 12. Sports Director Maury Hirsch-Gordon here. We'll be joined alongside Sam Knox and Taylor Begley. We also have a new guest this year in Eric Rueb, sports writer for the Providence Journal. Rueb does a great job covering every sport, almost every kid, every coach, every team around the state. We're happy to bring him in. Nobody knows high school football in Rhode Island like you do, Rueb. So first of all, I'm sure you're going crazy here with previews the last couple weeks, getting ready for the season. What's it been like from your perspective?
From my perspective, it's just a busy couple weeks trying to call. My goal is to talk to every single coach so I have an idea of what is going on with each and every team. 43 coaches to call. This year, a lot of them picked up on the first ring, so that was really, really good for me. And yeah, got the last one done this morning. Life is good. Previews are done.
Football in hand, ready to go. Let's go through some divisions here for some previews. We'll start at the top. Bishop Hendrickens won 11 of the last 12 state titles, but in our preview, we've been previewing the top 20 teams in the state. They say that they feel they're being overlooked. How is that possible? Well,
they're being overlooked by a lot of people. You see the social media feeds, a lot of people picking Central, a lot of people looking at LaSalle. I made that mistake last year, took Hendricken to lose to LaSalle 28-10. That backfired tremendously. The Hawks this year are strong. Don't believe anyone who says otherwise. Their line is back, and that's where they're going to start. They're going to run between the tackles, try to beat teams over 4 quarters. It might not be pretty. It might not get big hits on Instagram, but it's going to win games.
All right, so if the Hawks, we can sort of pencil in for the state championship right now, who could potentially chase them down? Is it LaSalle and the rest, or Central and LaSalle both sort of have an even shot?
I'll tell you what, this entire Division I, people are going to say LaSalle. They've got loaded offense. Dean Verrecchione, James L. Lassiter, Brady Fisher, Justin Denson, a wide receiver athlete who's got a couple Division I offers right now. Stacked offense. Central, more speed than anyone in the state. Team you need to be careful, though, that no one is talking about, North Kingstown. Eddie Bueller throws the best ball in Rhode Island. He's got a bunch of underrated receivers on his team. He's got a kid, Noah Giancastro, a junior. Watch out for him. Maybe the best receiver in the state this year. Love their defense. Skippers could catch someone. If I'm picking right now on the spot, I think we're going to see a rematch of the state championship from last year, but you never know, and that's why this division is going to be fun.
That's always the safe bet, but it seems like, Hendrickens, I guess, not a lock to make the state championship if you're saying that there are some other teams that are in the mix. All right, let's keep working our way down here. Division II, does it start and end with St. Ray's, or are there a lot of other teams there in the mix?
I'm having a really hard time saying St. Raphael isn't going to be the favorite, but if you look at it, I feel right now there's 3 elite teams in Division II. We've got St. Raphael. Love what they've got. Moses Muse, maybe the best player in the state in Rhode Island. Right behind them, Cumberland, very underrated team. Were strong last year in Division I. They're back this year. Patrick Conserve, the name nobody knows. He's an offensive lineman, interior defensive lineman. Unbelievable player at 6'3", 260. D1 offers for him. And you got to watch Westerly. Westerly is loaded. Stan Dunbar is going to tell you his team's not quite there, but he's lying. They're good. They're going to be a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, we just had Zach Tuck as a hometown hero recently. He's chasing 2,000 yards, and it seems like ever since Stanley has taken over that Westerly program, they've really been growing year after year.
Yeah, and you can read about that story I believe, on tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. Providence Journal. Bill Koch did a story. We're kind of doing a piece on culture changes within programs from each of the different divisions. Stan was one of those guys. He's taken a program that was strong and he's taken Westerly to the next level, and it's really cool to see someone, really put their stamp on a program like that.
Yeah, that's a football town for sure down in Westerly. They open the season at Charahoe. All right, Division III now. Who are some of the teams and players to look out for there?
Division III is one of the crazier divisions because there's, they got a mix of teams from Division IV. There's some teams from the old Division II, and it's kind of a mishmash. I've been looking for a team that I think could possibly be the favorite. Tolman comes up a lot. I really like this Coventry team. They're strong up front. They got a kid, Tommy Turner, headed to UConn, I believe, for baseball. He's one of those kind of maniac type players. They can put him anywhere. He's a really solid player. Love that side. That's on the 3A side. 3B is kind of up in the air. There's some good programs. I don't want to believe in Narragansett because I think a lot of people think, well, they can't do it for a 3rd time in a row. Their offense is incredible. It's all about tempo, and they've got Makai Wilson, who's one of the best backs in Rhode Island. Watch out for Pontigansett. I think they might be sneaky this year. I don't know for sure, but I I feel like being a Foster guy, I have to say the Chieftains are going to be good, but we'll see how they are.
And they've been good the last few years.
They were undefeated in Division 4 last year. They came up now. They're going to be playing with some bigger, stronger teams. But I think they're going to be solid. Watch out for Pilgrim, too. They got a smash mouth football, and Rogers, another sneaky team that I really like.
Yeah, a little shout out to Blizzy Blake. He's been good to us on the Friday Night Blitz. Anytime we mic him up, anytime we go over to practice, he's always been good there and work. All right, Division 4 now. You like Davies, you were telling me off camera before air.
I am going to be the conductor on the Daniel Rose bandwagon. He's a name you're going to need to know. He's a small, shifty back. Added a little bit of size last year. He was a tremendous kick returner last season. Now he's going to be more of in a lead back role. The kind of player that we could see him easily go 2,000, 2,500 yards this year rushing. If they use him that way, they can put him all over the field. They have a veteran quarterback in Antonio Cabral. He's been there for 3 years now. I really like what he does and what he brings to that team. You got to remember, the program's only 4 years old, and the leaps they've made this year are incredible. I really like this team this year.
Top couple players in the state that people aren't talking about. Zach Tuck is one of them at Westerly. Dean Verrecchione, Moses Muse. There's a ton. Guys at Hendricken as well. Maybe a few players that people don't know about that could surprise, that could eventually end up in your all-state team.
One of the guys that, a lot of people have kind of mentioned to me, coaches, just talking, is this running back safety from North Kingstown, Andrew Charnello. I guess the way he plays free safety is kind of reckless. If you watch, not reckless, but in a good way, you watch what he did against Central last year, he really attacks the run, and that's something North Kingstown needed to beat that Central team. He does that even better this year as a senior. He's not he's not going to get headlines like some of the other running backs will, but he's a very good player and in a very important piece of that offense, especially the way they're going to run this year.
All right, we're not going to go through week 1 predictions right now, but I do need some predictions in terms of who meets in the Division 1, 2, 3, and 4 championship games.
All right, I'm going to go in reverse order because I think it'll give my brain a little bit time to kind of do the calculations on D1.
Yeah.
D4, I really like Davies. Clearly, I'm on the bandwagon. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Smithfield, watch out. Their option offense, terrific. Glenn Castiglia, again, culture change of that program. They're good. I like them, although I think Central Falls is going to have something to say about that. Division 3, that's probably the hardest one. I'm going to ride or die with Narragansett this year. I really like that team. And Tolman, they lost like 650 pounds between two offensive linemen. They're bigger and stronger up front. Their skill guys are going to take time to come back, but I think they're going to get to the big game this year. Division 2, I got to go St. Raphael. I can't not pick them. I just think they're talented enough. And last year, Saints and Westerly played maybe the best football game of the year other than that state championship game. And, I think Stan Dunbar's got that team in place to win. You said Zach Tuck. Watch out for Ben Gorman. He's another kid. Could be a superstar. That would be my Super Bowl pick there. And the big one. It's going to cause waves regardless of what I say.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be boring, but I think Hendricken's going to be there.
Yeah.
And
what the Rueb Master believes in. What do you believe in?
I have to. It's going to be North Kingstown. I'm not sorry. Maybe that's a sign of something to come. But I think it's going to be Hendricken and LaSalle. I just think LaSalle's loaded from top to bottom. They got some really young kids that could come in and improve. And the Hawks are the Hawks, and I'm picking them until they lose a game. And maybe this year I won't get made fun of for it.
Jeff Marcone has quite a squad again in Providence. Okay, of those 4 games. If you get 1 right, I get you a frosty end of the year. I'm going to save this for the archives. 2 right, we'll go frosty and a chicken sandwich. 3 or 4 right, your order. You get to tell me exactly what you want from Wendy's. It'll be the final blitz of the year. I'll bring it in on a silver platter. We'll bow down to the Rueb. But that's only if you get all 4 right. That's pretty tough.
Last year I hit 3 out of 4, no big deal.
Preseason?
Yeah.
Preseason, okay.
Yeah, you're going to offer a big guy food. He's probably going to win the bet.
Probably going to take it.
We're going to, you know what? I'm going to ride. I'm going to change my mind to D4. I'm going to ride. No, I'm not. I'm sticking with Davies.
We were on the, no.
Davies is winning Division 4.
Yeah.
Narragansett, Division 3. I'm going to ride with St. Raphael. This is the year they get it done in Division 2.
Okay.
And I'm picking Hendricken until they lose a game.
Okay. All right. Those are your 4. Eric Rueb, 11:15 p.m. Friday nights. WPRI 12. Myself, Taylor Begley, Sam Knox, the whole crew. We're going to have a ton of fun. Mic up coaches, bring you band of the week, all that good stuff. 11:15 WPRI 12. You can catch his work, Eric Rueb, in the Providence Journal or Projo.com.